Hello everyone and welcome back to A Beautiful Horizon. My name is Julie and today I wanted to show you what I got at the farmer's market and Publix. So we're going to go ahead and do a voiceover. Here we go.
Alright, here's what I got at the farm stand. On the left we have tomatoes, apples, and bell pepper, which were in the sad produce section. The tomatoes I went ahead and chopped up and got any of the bad parts out. The apples I was actually intending to make applesauce with, and we wound up just eating them. They were a little soft, but they were like totally fine. And then the bell pepper I also chopped up and froze. And there were a couple bad parts, but really, a small little bruise for the great discount that you get is not a big deal to me. So if you have a farmer's market or a farm stand, you might ask them if there's any produce that they have that's like kind of a little bit old or has a little spot on it that they'd be willing to give you a discount for or whatever. Might as well try. I'll leave a link below to local harvest, I believe it's .org, where you can find local farmers near you and check out farmers markets and stuff like that. Also got a watermelon, which I wasn't impressed with right away, but after you chop up the watermelon, if you leave it in the fridge for a couple days, sometimes it gets a little sweeter. So a little tip there. And then the plums were awesome. I got 4 dozen eggs because we use eggs for breakfast all the time, whether it's eggs and veggies and maybe a side of bacon or some pancakes or waffles or egg salad sandwiches or eggs on a salad. Yeah, we use a lot of eggs. So I got 4 dozen eggs and then some carrots that are huge, they're local grown, and some lemons. I love lemons on salmon patties or to make salsa. Actually, I want to make salsa with that. The okra, my husband loves fried okra, so I have some corn in my pantry, some cornmeal that I'm going to make some fried okra with. And then we actually have like corn on the cob because we really like that with some butter, salt, and pepper or whatever, and some peaches. Yum. Okay, and then I went to Publix, so the rest of it is from Publix. I got a million bananas. People always laugh at me because I get so many bananas. For mostly for smoothies, we really like chocolate banana, peanut butter, like cashew milk smoothies. Basically that. Maybe I'll add some extra things. I have a video for a superfood smoothie, a chocolate smoothie if you want to check that out. But sometimes I just keep it kind of plain and just do banana and some peanut butter and chocolate and stuff like that. So that's what that's for. Also banana bread or whatever, if it gets that far. And snacks, I can take them with me for a really fast snack in my purse if the kids get hungry while we're out. Also, the apples are the same, really good for that. I just did a purse clean out as part of a 5 days to minimalism challenge, and so I posted on my Instagram that I usually have something like a couple apples and some almonds in my bag when I go somewhere for an easy snack if we're hungry. The lettuce, I posted a picture of a leftovers salad on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram link below. Also, it had some leftover steak on it. Some of the tomatoes from the last picture, raisins, walnuts, and I can't remember what else. And then it had some bragg ginger and sesame dressing. So that was really good. Sweet potatoes are awesome. I love cooking them all together, and then you can just eat them when you're hungry. You can put it on the side. You can make a sweet potato hash for breakfast with eggs. So good. And then grapes usually just get eaten like by themselves, just as a snack. My kids love just grabbing the grapes and washing them and pulling them off and just eating them. And so that's one thing. I think like right when I got home from the store, they're like, "Can we have the grapes?" And so they usually like eat the grapes while I'm putting the food away. They just never last very long. And then celery, I got organic. Some of the stuff I get organic, some stuff I don't. It just depends where my budget's at and what kind of sales are going on or whatever. I got some mangoes because they're so delicious and some avocados. I actually put some avocado in with my hummus and it made like avocado hummus. It was kind of interesting. My son really liked it with the carrots from the last videos, how he ate it. He was like all about the carrots. I also chopped up some of that broccoli and the cauliflower to dip in the hummus. And then the cabbage I haven't done anything with yet. I'm thinking about making some cauliflower mash, like mashed potatoes, but with cauliflower, with the cauliflower that you see in the picture. And then you also add some onion and garlic and cabbage for like extra texture. And that's pretty good. I can leave the link below for that. And then the iceberg lettuce is because my husband prefers that type over romaine. So that's cool, or it's good for like sandwiches or whatevs. And the next picture, okay, there's the garbanzo beans I wound up making hummus with. The pistachios are for my husband, and I accidentally grabbed salt and pepper. So that was kind of a surprise. I was like rushing through the store. And then the dates are super yummy. If your bananas aren't ripe enough in your smoothie and you want it like a little bit sweeter, you can add a couple dates, or we have it like just kind of like a snack, sometimes like a date or two, and it just like if you have like a craving for sweet, it just kind of like fixes that craving for you. um, and then some yellow mustard and some creamy peanut butter, which I usually get my peanut butter at Aldi because I like it better. It's smoother and it's organic. But if I go to Publix, I'll just grab one of these because we go through so much peanut butter. Like peanut butter and apple is a really good snack, or peanut butter in our smoothies, or peanut butter on my pancakes with banana is so good. And then the ginger sesame dressing, that's what I put on my salad. Super yummy. You could probably use that as a marinade too for chicken or whatever, but I've never done that. But you could. The cashews are for cashew milk for our coffee in the morning. We use like that organic coffee from Publix, or I'll get some on Amazon. I can link to if you're interested in that. And so that's the coffee that we use. We use a French press, and we do like the cold brew. So I'll put the coffee and water in the French press at night, and the next morning I'll just press it and pour it off super fast. And cocoa powder for our chocolate smoothies, and like cupcakes or whatever. I do a lot of stuff with cocoa powder. And so the cashews is what we use for cream for our coffee, and I use liquid stevia to sweeten our coffee, and my husband doesn't mind that, so that's awesome. And then the extra light tasting olive oil is for my mayonnaise that I make for sandwiches for him because he loves sandwiches. And speaking of sandwiches, we got the bread that I get for sandwiches. I do make my own bread sometimes, but my husband actually likes this sprouted bread, and it's easier than making my own. And so when I go to Publix, I stock up on this bread. Because it doesn't have any added sugar. There's an Aldi bread that's sprouted too, but it has some added sugar, so I prefer this one from Publix, or like health food stores will have it. It's in the freezer section. Bubby's pickles are a family favorite. And then I've been getting this Green Wise lunch meat because it doesn't have any sugar in it. Really simple ingredients. It does have potato starch, which is kind of weird, but whatever. It also has like just like the salt and the meat, and I think there might be one more ingredient, but I can't remember. And then just these were boneless chicken thighs. I just put some barbecue spice rub on them, and we grilled them. And there was like some leftover, so we used that later. I'm trying to remember what I used it for, on top of something. You could use it on top of a salad if you have extra chicken, or on top of some rice, or whatever. You can make fried rice or something like that. So that's one of my meal prep tips, is just to like cook a little more than you need and have it chopped up in the fridge, and then the next day for lunch or dinner or whatever, you can just add it on top of something for a little protein boost and flavor boost. Pretty good. So yeah, we just used a barbecue spice rub. I found the recipe on allrecipes.com. If you don't like already have a spice rub that you like, whatever, you can make your own, and you can make it with clean ingredients. I used some sucanat in it, which is an unprocessed sugar, but you could even skip that, and it probably would be great without even having any sugar at all added. And that is all I got for my trip, and I have another grocery haul video going to be coming up soon that I need to do the voiceover for. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel if you find this interesting, and check out my Instagram because that's where I post my pictures of what I'm actually cooking. And I have a lot of things that I'll buy and keep in the freezer, or I'll buy and keep in the pantry. And so you'll see some things that are on my Instagram and be like, hey, it wasn't in your shopping trip this week, but it's because I buy a lot of stuff in bulk if I tend to use it a lot. And so maybe someday I'll do like a pantry video of like the staples that I have in my pantry that I don't necessarily buy at the store every week. So let me know if that sounds interesting to you in the comments below, and you can check out my last 2 videos and my other social media accounts, and I will see you next time. Bye!